Coming back at you here, DPDers. We've got another step in the process of finishing our roll cage, where we need to now install the side impact bars that connect the front portion of the roll cage to the rear portion to provide greater stability, and also for side impact reasons in case of a crash. So what I've got here is I got a little model here to kind of help me learn how to get in and out of the car and figure out how high we want these side impact beams to go. And I really have two of them to install. I got to install one low and one higher. If you can imagine just how hard it is to get inside these vehicles now, imagine it when you have literally a bar to get on top of to get now into that bucket seat. And so literally. And so I've had some practice at this, but basically it's not really one easy way to do it. First of all, as you can see, if I'm just trying to put my leg in over this, that's really not going to be very good. I'm probably going to lose my balance and fall on top of the bar. So that's not going to work. And then secondly, this is why you have the quick release steering wheel as well. It's not just for safety precautions to help me get pulled out of the car in case there's a crash or whatever, but also just to basically get in and out of the vehicle because of this roll cage. If you can just imagine this space here. Let's see, do I have a tape measure? All right, so I've got a tape measure here. So if we could just imagine how hard it'll be to get inside this vehicle. We're talking, I gotta squeeze in, that's 22 inches space in order to get my whole body folded in there and fall into here, because this bar has to be high enough, this higher bar has to be high enough to protect me from side impact. It doesn't do me any good to have both bars down here at the bottom. I need to have one bar near the bottom, and I need to have one bar here in my midsection to protect me from a side impact. So, having said that, let's see if I can get in the car without falling over the roll cage. Again, you know, I could try to come at it this way, right? But I don't really see how I can do it very well that way. Or I can come at it kind of this way, kind of step on the side sill here, and then fall in, and you can see this bar is right underneath my legs. And then I just bring one in this way, and then bring in the other. And now I'm in the car. So I just grab my steering wheel here and voila, we're in. What I'm about to do now is go into the muffler shop and to see if they'd like to install, weld in these side impact bars on my roll cage. So that's where we're going to next. We'll see you there. As we're getting this roll cage installed completely with welding in the door side bars and having to purchase a bar that goes across the dash, it's very difficult finding any shop, including a metal fabrication shop, a welding shop, a muffler shop, any shop that's willing to take on bending this 1.75 inch diameter DOM metal. Most people said they didn't have the correct die, so they weren't going to try it. Others were afraid that they didn't want to get legally involved in roll cages. Others stated that they don't have the right pipe bending machine that can bend it without ruining the thickness of the stretched metal over those curved portions too badly. And so it took me several days to find the right folks, and found a shop here, still luckily locally. I didn't have to go too far away. But after calling around and visiting probably 20 different places just to find someone who was willing to bend pipe for me, I found a shop that's willing to do it. So he knocked it out in, I don't know, 5 minutes. He charged me 20 bucks. I was in and out of there and done. And for this dash pipe that needed to be bent 3 different spots. What I wanted to do was not make each bend, so make one bend really dramatic or 2 bends really dramatic, to make sure that the cross member coming across the dash would come too close to my steering wheel, but would kind of jet out a little bit toward the windshield. And so basically just doing simple math there, pick 3 points along that pipe, 20-degree bends, and it just gave plenty of space. And again, it didn't stretch the thickness of the pipe too much at all in doing so. So knocked it out in 5 minutes, and then took it over to my welder that I had previously set up. He didn't have the ability to bend pipe, but certainly was willing to take on TIG welding in the door bars and this dashboard pipe for me. And they did a fantastic job. They were extremely professional and wanted to do a good job for me. And as soon as I brought the car over to them, they immediately started work on it. And really appreciated that. And I just sat there and watched them, and they kept bringing me over waters. And so you find partners when you go through this process. And so I have found several partners that anytime I have anything that I need to have redone or added, I know exactly who to go back to. And these 2 shops, this muffler shop and this welding shop, are definitely 2 folks that I will go back to.